morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about chapter 7, unit 3, human health and disease. The health means the person does not have any problems in their bodies like a physical, mental and social well-being. That is called health. If a person having any problem in their bodies, it is have unhealthy or affected persons. The World Health Organization that defines the health as a state of complete physical, mental and social well-being. If, if a person in any problem in their physical or mental or social well-being is not a healthy person, it's an unhealthy person. We can say the proverb health is wealth is apt proverb about health. So normally health improves the longevity of the peoples and reduces the infant and adult mortality rate. Mortality means death rate, and also we can maintain the good health means we have to follow certain things. The first one is personal hygiene. The personal hygiene means we should keep the hygiene ourselves and our environment, and keep on regular exercise and balanced diet. Balanced diet means all the nutrition mixed with equal proportion. That nutrition is called balanced diet. So next one is common disease in human beings. So most of our disease comes arising from the microorganisms. So these disease affect the human beings and animals and etc. Here we are going to discuss about the human disease alone. The disease means any disorder in the body or mind, that is called disease. The disease involves the disturbance in morphologically and physiologically and psychologically. Morphologically means the outer look. If a person affected any disorder means they will change their outer look. And physiological means they have some problems in their internal body organs. The internal body organs not functioning properly, that is a physiological disturbance. And psychological means some disturbance in mentally in their behavioral, that is called disorders. So the disease comes from the environmental factor, such as pathogens or genetic anomalies or lifestyle changes. Pathogens means disease causing agent or disease causing microorganism, that is called pathogen. Genetic anomalies means genetic abnormalities, genetically abnormal gene abnormalities, sometimes mutation. The last one is lifestyle changes. Nowadays most of the peoples are changes their lifestyle, so they are affected from so many disease. Next one is the disease can be classified into two types. So communicable disease or non-communicable, or infectious disease or non-infectious disease. Infectious disease means the disease transmitted through affected person to healthy person, that is the infectious disease, or otherwise called communicable disease. Next one is non-infectious or non-communicable. Non-infectious means the disease cannot transmitted through the affected person to healthy person, that is called non-infectious disease, otherwise called non-communicable disease. So disease causing organism is called pathogens. The pathogens are transmitted through the air, water, food, contaminated food and physical contact and some vectors. For example, malarial fevers transmitted through the female Anopheles mosquitoes, so act as a vector. So these mosquitoes carries the plasmodium mosquitoes to humans. These kind of factors transmitted the disease. So next one is the disease causing pathogens. So disease causing pathogens present anywhere, air, water and food, etc. The pathogens are classified in different types. Example, bacteria, virus, fungi, protozoans and parasites. Helminthic parasite means so worms like a roundworm or tapeworm, etc. These are all pathogens. Next one is common human disease. The disease caused by different type of microorganism. First one is bacterial disease. The bacterial disease means the disease comes from the bacteria. It is called bacterial disease. Some example given below: dysentery, plague. Plague is caused by Yersinia pestis bacteria, and diphtheria. Diphtheria caused by Corynebacterium diphtheriae, and cholera. The cholera disease caused by Vibrio cholera. And next one is typhoid fever is caused by Salmonella typhi. And last one is pneumonia. Pneumonia is caused by Streptococcus pneumonia. These are all bacterial disease. So next one is viral disease. First one is from the viral disease, common cold. Next one is mumps. Next measles and viral hepatitis. So viral hepatitis is caused by hepatitis B virus, and dengue fever and chikungunya, next chicken pox and poliomyelitis. These are all viral disease. This virus causes the disease called viral disease. Next one is fungal disease. Fungus mostly affects the outer surface of our body, mainly skin and nail, hair, etc. From the fungal disease, they have given two examples: candidiasis and athlete's foot. Next one is protozoan disease. The disease comes from the protozoan parasite. It is called protozoan disease. The first one is malaria. Malaria is caused by Plasmodium. It has 4 different types of Plasmodium: Plasmodium malaria, Plasmodium ovale, Plasmodium falciparum and Plasmodium vivax. So these 4 type of organism causes the malarial fever. So next one is amoebiasis. So amoebiasis caused by Entamoeba histolytica parasite. And next one is African sleeping sickness. So last one is Kala Azar. Kala Azar disease caused by Leishmania donovani protozoans. The last one is Helminthic disease. The disease comes from worms. From the Helminthic disease, Ascariasis. Ascariasis is caused by roundworm. The zoological name of Ascaris, Ascaris lumbricoides. Next one is Filariasis. The filariasis is called Elephaniasis. It's caused by filarial worm. So next one is non-infected disease. The disease cannot be transmitted from affected person to healthy person. Is called non-infectious disease. For example, cystic fibrosis. Another one is nutritional disorder. Nutritional disorder means the deficiency of vitamin or minerals, etc. So for example, vitamin deficiency disease. The vitamin A deficiency will cause nectolophia or xerophthalmia and keratomalacia. This kind of disease caused from vitamins. And deficiency of iron will cause anemia. So anemia is a less number of RBC in their body, that is anemia, and degenerative of tissue, that is arthritis, heart attack and stroke. This disease does not transmitted from affected person to healthy person, that is called non-infectious disease. The cancer also is a non-infectious disease, but is serious death will cause from cancer disease. So next one is bacterial disease and viral disease. From the disease, bacterial disease, a large number of bacterial species present in the environment. So from the large number of bacteria, few species only causes the disease, that is called pathogenic bacteria. Pathogen, already we have discussed, the pathogen is the disease causing organism, that is called pathogens. Here the bacteria causes the disease called bacterial disease. So bacteria spread through the air, water or by inhaling droplets. So affected person exhale the air. So the healthy person inhale the affected person's air, it will cause that is the transmitted to the affected person to healthy person. And sharing utensils. Sharing utensil means like combs, dresses and pillows. These kind of things, it will carries the bacterial disease. The next one is typhoid fever, can be caused by Salmonella typhoid. So we can identify or diagnose the typhoid fever by Vidal test. The Vidal test is easy to identify the typhoid fever. So it is very important. One more question. The typhoid fever diagnosed by Vidal test. So next one is viral disease. Virus are the smallest intracellular obligate parasite. Virus is the smallest intracellular obligate parasite. Intracellular means the virus enter into the cell and destroy or kill the cells. That is called intracellular obligate parasite. Parasite is the organism attack the host and getting nutrition from the host. That is called parasite. But here the virus acts as a parasite in the host cell. Virus enter into our body, it will damage the tissue and causes severe infections. It is called viral disease. So viral disease mostly produce the serious condition for human beings. Here virus can be classified into 4 types based on the infection. The first one is a pneumotrophic infection. Pneumotrophic means so that virus infects the respiratory tract. It's a pneumotrophic infection. Example, common cold. So next one is dermatotrophic. Dermo means skin. So the virus infects the skin. That is called dermatotrophic infection. Example, measles, chickenpox. Third one is viscerotrophic disease. The virus infects the internal organs. Example, blood and visceral organs. These organs affected by this virus called viscerotrophic organs. Example, yellow fever and dengue fever. So the last one, neurotrophic disease. So the virus mainly affects the central nervous system. It's called neurotrophic disease. Example, rabies and polio. These are all viral disease. Here we are going to see about the bacterial disease and the causative organisms and the site of infection and the symptoms. The first disease is Shigella or Bacillus dysentery. The Bacillus dysentery means the blood mixed with sputum. That is called a dysentery. So this Bacillus dysentery is caused by Shigella bacteria. It has different type of species. The Shigella species causes the bacillus dysentery. The Shigella mainly infects the human intestine, whether it is large intestine or small intestine. And this Shigella is transmitted through the different type of things, mainly contaminated food or contaminated water. Contaminated feces also causes the disease. And the Shigella or bacillus dysentery causes some symptoms in the affected persons: severe abdomen pain and dehydration. Dehydration means the removal of water from our body, that is called dehydration, and blood and mucus in the stools. The affected person releases the feces. In the feces, blood and mucus also mixed with release the feces. So next one is bubonic plague. The bubonic plague is otherwise called Black Death. The bubonic plague causes Yersinia pestis microorganisms. The bubonic plague causes Yersinia pestis. So mainly affects the lymph node. Lymph node is a secondary lymphoid organ. It gives the immune power to our body. Mainly affects the lymph nodes, and this is transmitted through the rat flea vector. The zoological name of rat flea is Xenophysalia scyphos, and the symptoms produced from the affected person is fever, headache, and swallowing lymph nodes. So next one is diphtheria. The diphtheria disease caused by Corynebacterium diphtheriae mainly affect the respiratory tract, larynx or nasal, etc. This disease is transmitted through the droplet nuclei or aerosol. The affected person releasing the aerosols or droplet nuclei. If a healthy person inhale the aerosols, immediately he will get the disease. That is a diphtheria. The symptoms of the diphtheria is a fever and headache and sore throat and difficult to breathe. They are not able to breathe normally. So next one is cholera. The cholera is caused by Vibrio cholera. Mainly affects the intestine, whether it is large intestine or small intestine. And some toxins also produced from the cholera. Some toxins also produced from the cholera. That toxins name is called enterotoxins. Very important, one more question. Enterotoxins. And this organism transmitted through the contaminated food and contaminated water and fecal route also. The affected person produces the symptom severe diarrhea. The diarrhea means without blood in the stool. Dysentery means with blood or mucus in the stool. That is the dysentery. Sometimes we have to know the difference between dysentery and diarrhea. Diarrhea means without blood and mucus in the stool, that is a diarrhea. With blood and mucus in the stool is called dysentery. So next one is tetanus. The tetanus is otherwise called lockjaw. The Clostridium tetani bacteria causes the tetanus. So mainly affects the muscles. It will produce the spasms of muscles, and sometimes it will causes it will transmitted through the wound or infections. The symptoms of the tetanus is rigidity of jaw muscle, increase the heartbeat rate, and muscles and face jaws. And next, typhoid. Typhoid is caused by Salmonella typhi. Already we discussed the typhoid is diagnosed by Vidal test. Says so. Typhoid mainly affects the intestine. a large intestine or small intestine. The typhoid also transmitted through the contaminated food and water. The symptom of the typhoid is headache, abdominal pain, and fever and diarrhea. Next one is pneumonia. A pneumonial fever is caused by Streptococcus pneumoniae. These bacteria are used in the Griffith effect. So mainly pneumonia affects the respiratory tract problem, especially lungs. It causes the contaminated food and water. The symptoms of the pneumonia is headache, abdominal discomfort, and fever, cough, painful breathing, and brown sputum comes out, excrete. Sputum means mucus like fluid comes out from the lungs. Brown color sputum comes from the affected person. Then last one is tuberculosis, that is called TB. The tuberculosis caused by Mycobacterium tuberculosis. This also mainly affects the bones and lungs. This is transmitted through the affected person to healthy person by droplet infection or aerosols. So the symptoms of the TB is a thick mucopurulent nasal discharge, like a green color or brown color sputum comes out from the affected person. Next one is viral disease. From the viral list, first one is common cold. The common cold caused by rhinoviruses. This also mainly infect the respiratory tract problems. The common cold transmitted through the contaminated droplet or aerosols. The symptoms of the common cold is a nasal congestion, difficult breathing, and discharge from nostril, the sputum, and sore throat, the inflammation in the throat, and dry cough and headache. These are the symptoms of common cold. Next one is mumps. Mumps is caused by mumps virus. The virus genetic material is RNA. This mainly affects the organ salivary gland. Salivary gland has the three parts: parotid, submandibular, and sublingual. The parotid is the largest part of the salivary gland. So this mumps virus mainly infect the salivary gland and enlargement of parotid part in the salivary gland, the enlargement of parotid gland. So next one is measles. The measles is caused by rubella virus. So most of the pox virus causes the infection in the skin and internal organs. It will produce the lesions or vesicles or pustules on the surface of the skin. So the measles also causes the skin and respiratory tract infection. This disease transmitted through the droplet infection. The symptoms of measles is sore throat, a running nose, and fever, reddish rashes on the skin. The affected person has some infection on the skin, while itching or other problems will create from the disease. Next, viral hepatitis. The hepatitis causes the hepatitis B virus. It has three types of hepatitis: hepatitis A and hepatitis B and hepatitis C. So hepatitis A and C causes the mild hepatitis, but hepatitis B C causes severe hepatitis. So the hepatitis mainly affects the internal organ of liver. Liver is mainly affected by the hepatitis virus. This hepatitis transmitted through the parental route and blood transfusion. Blood transfusion means the affected person give a blood to anybody. So the recipient also affected from the affected person. That is a blood transfusion. Next, liver damage. The symptoms of hepatitis: liver damage, jaundice, nausea, yellow eye, fever and painful abdomen. The next viral disease is chickenpox. Chickenpox is caused by varicella zoster virus. So chickenpox also mainly infects the respiratory tract and skin and nervous system. Respiratory tract, skin and nervous system. Chickenpox transmitted through the droplet nuclei, and direct contact also causes the disease. Direct contact also causes the disease. The symptoms of the chickenpox: mild fever, itchy skin, and rash and blisters. So next one is poliomyelitis. The poliomyelitis caused by poliovirus. It mainly affects the intestine, brain, and spinal cord. Totally affect the nervous system. This is also transmitted through the droplet nuclei and fecal oral route. The symptoms of the polio is fever and muscular stiffness and stroke or paralysis. Stroke or paralysis will cause from poliovirus. The next one is dengue fever. The dengue fever is otherwise called breakbone fever. It's very important. One more question. Dengue fever is otherwise called breakbone fever. The dengue virus causes the dengue fever. The site of the infection is skin and blood. Mainly the dengue fever affects the skin and blood. Sometimes affects the bones also. The dengue fever transmitted through the mosquito, especially Aedes aegypti. If a person affected has some symptoms: severe flu-like illness, sudden onset of liver, painful headache and muscle and joint. The last viral disease is chikungunya. Chikungunya is caused by alpha virus, the alpha virus or Togo virus. Chikungunya mainly affects the nervous system, whether it is brain or spinal cord, etc. The chikungunya is transmitted through the mosquito. The symptoms of the chikungunya is fever, joint, headache and swelling on the joint, that is synovial joint